What's going on, guys? White Horse here. Going to be giving you guys a deck profile today of Mr. Marcus. He got first place here at our local case tournament at Arkham Games and Comics in Bainbridge, Georgia. So before we do the deck profile, is there any shout-outs you want to make?
Yeah, sure. Shout out to my boys in the car
All right.
that came up from Tally with me.
That's what's up.
You know, shout out to the boys back home in Ohio. I'll be seeing you in a week. You know, all the good stuff as always. Cook up the good.
Sounds good. All right, just let me know when you're ready, boss.
Alrighty. So,
All right.
playing Superheavy. We have all the starters: 3 bike, 3 piercer, 3 of the good scale, 3 of this one, and 3 of the peacemaker. So these are all of like the quote-unquote starters. These are actually true starters. These are all amazing. This one sucks, but it can get you there as long as your opponent isn't playing the game.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's awful. And this one is also exclusively just basically gets you to technically not passing. I mean, this one gets you the Baron, so it's pretty good. Also, just having it in hand helps you play through draw. So if you already draw it, you're not worried about having to search it off of the big Benki or having to lead into searching it with Piecer or something like that. So yeah, just having that available is nice.
That's what's up.
I mean, you're basically just trying to top deck those in order to play. So you're just looking for them. The non-starter ones, Soul Gaia, Scales, Claw, and the 2 other scales. We play 2 of this one because I always draw one of them.
You always draw one? Yeah.
This one is really good because this is the one that sort of enables you to, if you're able to go Prodigy and one of your first summons is Prodigy first summon, you can search this thing to try to safeguard yourself, provided that you already have other plays. Because you can go get Prodigy up, get this out, go Baguska Pass, which is actually the boss monster for the deck. Scales is crazy. You summon this off of Peacemaker and the deck goes amazing. This is actually really good. It comes up for a couple of the cards in the deck. So you do have to play this. This is the only extender you play. Some people play the Stealthy. I don't actually think that card is very good at all because there's not really any relevant spells and traps you're ever taking. Also the free body just doesn't do anything by itself. So I don't know. I was playing them initially, but they don't do anything unless you already have combo. So and they don't star and they don't do anything. I would just rather than the hand traps at that point.
10-4.
And then the last before purely hand traps is one Regulus. Card's crazy.
It is crazy.
You search it, so just one's fine. There's a Kiryu, and then I also play 2 Kamungus.
How's this worked out for you?
So Kaiju's in the main honestly is the coolest thing. Playing a second, it's just really, really good. Being able to tribute over the problematic cards. I just feel I go second in this deck pretty well with the Kaiju, so losing the die roll just doesn't matter that much. This one is searchable, so you play this one. But the other ones, instead of playing Future's Kiryu, play Kamungus. That way you can pen summon it if you absolutely have to. And this is the lowest 7 that has that ability. So I'm told that you can also if you can also pen summon one of the hand traps, you can make Barone. That never happens because whatever. Crazy. Lots of hand traps. Droll in the main. I think you have to because this actually just ends the game against Superheavy Samurai. And it's actually pretty playable against everything else. So yeah, I think putting it in the main is just correct. 3 Ghost Ogre. Maybe I shouldn't be maining both of these. I guess this could probably go to the side. But this is also just good enough against everything. So I still play it. 3 Ash. This card just goes crazy all the time. It's just either negating gammas, that way I can actually get to a point where I can stabilize. Or it's if I'm playing against something like Rogue, it's just negating impactful cards. It's really good.
Gotta have it for Brandon.
Yeah. And then I also am playing Gamma because, it's like just the best card ever.
Gamma definitely shredded today.
Yeah, this card's just insane. I mean, this negated
really
like a D shifter today. So I
really
actually
is
played the
so
game. It can it also just makes it so that like the way that you have to hand trap like this deck is just absolutely warped, because like if you just like go motorbike add, like there's just no world in which you drop Droll there, because if I have Gamma, you lose the game and there's like nothing else that happens. So like you have to wait until like things actually resolve. I put a monster on the field and then you like do whatever. So I mean, just having this card as a relevant card in the format just means that like you actually get like 2 searches. So super relevant, super good. And then the last card is 3 Fenrir. This card also just goes absolutely crazy. I wanted like more cards. I saw like some people were like playing like Nib and like Kurikara, and like there's, I don't know, Kurikara just like really sucks unless you're going second. And Nib is like hit and miss against certain decks. It can be really good or it can be like really bad. It's like hard to say. It's like there's like I think it's probably correct most of the time if you're like a cash player to be playing under Nib. Some people do it, some people don't. It's like hard to say. So like I don't know. Sometimes that card's good, but like this card, like I just slap it on the field going first and it's great. Or I'm going second and I like slap it on the field before I do anything else and I start baiting things out. Like I don't know. This card's just absolutely insane.
All right, for the extra deck.
For the extra, 2 of the Scarecrow, standard. This is Genius, standard. It's like an honorary Superheavy Samurai card at this point. And then for like some of the synchros before going, well, I guess the rest of the links are just like Unicorn, Appaloosa, Access Code. We play Saryuja because we have a spell canceller in the side.
That card is so broken.
This card's like just really
It's
good.
insane.
You go into like all of these. So we also play 1 of the Malong. This card helps out the Rainbow Magician because you can use the Soul Claw. If you go, if you activate Prodigy, get it in scale, because like it's one of the few things you can do if the Rainbow Magician is up. Put that on the field. Big Benki, search out the Claw. Claw equips Claw specials. Now you can make 6, and if you can get to another monster and like link this link this off or like do something with it, this thing like is really good. So. It ends up outing that. Sometimes you can make it like in some of your lines. It comes up less often, but like some of your lines up to like Barone, you can make it, which is just like another like tool that you can use to help clear boards. So that's also like really good. The other synchros are Sarutobi and Excel. This card is like crazy. I love this card so much.
It's so good.
Like it does everything. Like being able to like against like control decks, like be able to like clear up back row, being able to just sort of like poke in with 28 is so good. Just being another level 8. I see some people like doing Savage, but I don't know. Like I've never really like missed the Savage, and this feels like really good. So. And then the rest are the XZs. We play the Baguska because like this again this is like your boss monster, so like you have to play it. These I swear the reason why these cards are good has nothing to do with like Regulus. Regulus is whatever. The reason why they're good is because like they make you like a 2-cent Zeus, which is actually like relevant, and like being able to like get up to that, having a monster with like 28 is like big and good. And then obviously like being able to like Zeus going second. I would love to play a second because Kashtira exists, but like I just don't feel like you really have room for it. I wouldn't really cut any other cards from the extra deck. I was playing the Gearbox and the Gearbox, the Tunnelers, all of that, the Ancient Gear Link, but like it just adds too many bricks, so I ended up cutting those literally like right before the tournament in favor of just like Fenrirs and like better cards. So. In the side, this thing is like so much of a work in progress, it's not even funny. 1 spell canceller. I summoned it once today. I don't know if this card is like super necessary, but it's like really good if it hits the field. I play 3 Nibiru and 3 Kurikara. This is like the card that like gets cited in like the most in some amount. This card is like maybe the best like side card in the format. just because of how impactful it is. And I mentioned Nib already as being like hit or miss.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like you kind of have to. I feel like you have to like slide this card in just to like make your opponent like respect it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Punish.
This card might not be super relevant. For sort of like the back row decks, I'm playing Eccentrics and Denko Sekas. I really constantly want to cut this card, but also like I then load up and like DB against like, I don't know, like Labyrinth or like all these other decks, and I'm just so glad I have it, because otherwise like your only out is this card and nothing else, and all of your other cards suck. So like you just go Starter Toby and hope you get there, and they have Skill Drain, and it's like everything's over. So you can go Malong and like try to do things, but yeah, it just doesn't work. So having like something is probably better than nothing. I'll probably cut this at some point, but then I'm gonna like go to Nats and like play against like Labyrinth and get cooked. So and then the last two are Retaliating Sea. This card's like really good. Macrocosmos, you know, yeah. I mean, I think it's like really slippery to like actually like play anything that like actually hits early. So like this is like probably my best card against them.
Yeah. Well, alrighty. Appreciate the deck profile, and this is going to be White Horse signing out, guys. Peace.